Calvin Johnson's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And you've got these wide receivers who are so impressionable and can benefit so much from his knowledge.
You just drafted a young man 12th overall you said could change your franchise. In 2007, you drafted a young man 2nd overall that did change your franchise. Wouldn't you like for him to help him?
Excuse me, Calvin Johnson is a couple of miles away. He makes his home here.
I got you, man.
Calvin's a hell of a guy. He's going to reach out to Jameson Williams because, one, he doesn't necessarily have to care about the Detroit Lions front office, but he cares about the Detroit Lions.
Talking a little Calvin Johnson here because of these the youth that the Detroit Lions have in that room. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson
Chark,
Quintez DJ Chark, who's
yeah.
DJ's 25 years old?
DJ Chark's 24.
25 years old. And then, of course, Quintez Cephas coming back from injury. I think it's important for Calvin to get involved with these guys. And I think it's incumbent upon the organization now to make it right, to do whatever it takes to make it right. Look, I don't know what that is, if that's just stroking a check or what, but you cannot, and we've seen them get with Barry.
Yeah, oh my God.
But I think having Calvin, and you can get with Calvin down the road, and that would be all fine and good, and we believe that will happen eventually, at least I hope, kind of like a Barry Sanders situation. But because his influence can be greatest now amongst this wide receiver core, I just think is really important, and I don't think that should be overlooked. This franchise has been a miserable franchise for the last 70 years, and they've got certain players whose names are synonymous with this organization. Calvin Johnson's a first ballot Hall of Famer, and you've got these wide receivers who are so impressionable and so youthful and can benefit so much from his knowledge. I just think now is as good a time as ever to get this thing right. Josh Reynolds, Zeke pointed out
great call.
on the
they got
chat.
Too many wide receivers.
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
You look at a situation like Barry, what happened. Obviously, we understand it was Bobby Ross. Call it what it was, 99, 2000. Barry retires in 2000, not of his own will. He didn't want to retire. Just look what happened to Barry. Like, after that happened, he was quiet, he was distant, he didn't do much of TV, he didn't do much of interviews, he didn't do much of commercials, he didn't do anything with the Detroit Lions. Why would you have the best running back, yeah, I didn't stutter, the best running back of all time, why would you allow it to get to that?
Yeah.
Where it took this long for him to come back into the fold. Like, don't do that with Calvin. Calvin's right here. It's still fresh. You guys can right this wrong. Now, look, I'm not in the front office. I don't know exactly what it would take to right the wrong. I don't know what the check is. I don't know if it's 1.7. If it's 1, is it 800,000? Is it a handshake? Is it a I'm sorry? I don't know what it would take. But I do know this. You just drafted a young man 12th overall that you said could change your franchise. In 2007, you drafted a young man 2nd overall that did change your franchise. Wouldn't you like for him to help him?
And that's really the point, Braylon. And Tom, I'll get you involved in this as well. I'm not sure what it will take to get Calvin Johnson back in the fold, but at the same time, Maz, how important do you feel it is to this organization?
Oh, hell, man. How many times do I bring it up? I always drop it in. I'm always constantly dropping in Calvin Johnson's name. You got to make it right. I don't think that's really on the top of Lions fans' minds these days. We just want to get this thing straight. We've got our quarterback all of a sudden. Brad Holmes says yesterday, yep, we're building around Jared Goff. So that's the quarterback. They're happy with the quarterback room, and I guess that's the only thing I'm really worried about right now.
And I'm not sure it's on the top of Lions fans' minds at all. And
no.
Honestly, probably shouldn't even give it a second thought, but as an organization, I'm not sure why you wouldn't want to do everything to improve the players on your roster. I mean, we had this story on our rundown for a week, and we really never touched it.
Right.
But it was about Amon-Ra St. Brown being mentored by Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I liked it.
Excuse me.
I liked it.
Excuse me. That's fine.
Yeah.
I got nothing wrong with Terrell Owens.
But you prefer our own.
Calvin Johnson is a couple of miles away. He makes his home here.
I got you, man.
Said.
I got
you. He makes his home here.
And he's chill right now.
Don't you think? Dynamite drop it.
Thank you.
Don't you think, though, it would be worth it and incumbent upon the organization to facilitate that relationship?
Of course.
So here's the thing. Somebody's going to facilitate that relationship, because one thing I do know, I know Calvin Johnson well. Maz, I know you know him. Ryan, I know you know him. I know him well. Calvin's a hell of a guy. Like Calvin's one of the best type of individuals that you could be. He's going to reach out to Jameson Williams because one, he doesn't necessarily have to care about the Detroit Lions front office, but he cares about the Detroit Lions. He cares about the position of wide receivers. I guarantee you he's going to reach out. But the Lions are the ones that got to facilitate that deal moving forward. And let's get it done before the season. And the reason why I say that, Calvin Johnson, he gets inducted to the Lion Pride. I think that's what they call it. When he has wearing the Hall of Fame jacket, the whole ring ceremony for him. It was an amazing ceremony, except for one thing. They booed the hell out of Sheila for him.
Right.
Nobody wants to see that. And you as a Detroit Lion, Sheila Hemp, you, because drop the forward, Sheila Hemp, you. How did that make you feel? It didn't make me feel good watching you get booed, because that's not all on you. But wouldn't it be easy for you to figure it out, to spearhead? Hey, you know what, Rod? What do we got to do to get Calvin right? Like, what is it going to take to get Calvin right? What do we have to do so that next time there's a ceremony or next time there's an event, it's not the Detroit Lions fans and Calvin versus the Detroit Lions and the front office organization. You want everybody to be together.
Jaron on the YouTube chat says, bring CJ in and he can help with the pain management with the weed. I'm not sure that's a joke or not, but that is an aspect of healing too that I think Calvin has a whole hell of a lot of knowledge about.
It's illegal.
And he can, it's illegal?
In the NFL, it's illegal. Like, just like some corporations.
What do you mean it's illegal?
It's illegal in the NFL.
It's not on the up and
It
up
should
anymore.
not be.
Well, the players take care of themselves.
It shouldn't be, but it's not illegal in the NFL. But the thing about that, they only test for marijuana during training camp. Little known fact, little side note. Oh, boops! I ruined the fourth wall.
Even for Gordon, even for Josh Gordon.
They only test. Well, no, he tests every day.
Okay.
If you're in the
every day.
system, maybe.
But training camp, you test for PEDs, then you test for street drugs. That's it for street drugs for the rest of the season. So everybody
don't wanna
smokes.
know.
Everybody smokes during the season, so it won't be legal. So he can't get in on the legal side of things.
Okay, but even so, as an organization, if they're not going to test for it, and it is something that the players do
Under the table.
wouldn't you want a guy that kind of,
That you
got
can
some
trust?
knowledge about it and say, hey, this is what's going on? I don't know. I could be making too much of this, and I've been known to make a mountain out of a molehill and a
3
lot
and
of different
14.
things. I just think that when you're the Detroit Lions, you take every possible avenue at your disposal to get the guys on your team better. And I think this wide receiver group would be better if Calvin Johnson was in the room with them.
The franchises that get it, Ryan, and this is great for Maz and you. The franchises that get it, you don't have to tell them this. When you go to a Steelers game, you're gonna see Franco Harris. You're going to see Jerome Bettis. You're going to see Troy Polamalu, who, by the way, lives in the West Coast. You're going to see those guys. When you go to Green Bay, same thing. When you go to the Raiders, same thing. When you go to the 49ers, I'm tired of seeing Jerry Rice. Like, we get it. You're the greatest of all time. Get off the field. You see their stars. You see their Hall of Famers. You see their players because they keep bringing them back. You know why they do that? So that they can show free agents, so they can show other people around the league, hey, we take care of ours. Like, we take care of our guys. Our guys are proud to be 49ers. Our guys are proud to be Steelers and part of that steel curtain. They're proud. Detroit Lions, Chris Pillman just came back. How long did that take? Barry Sanders, that took from 2000 to 4 years ago? Like, come on.
When he decided he wanted to make some money?
I think he wanted to make, but he makes a ton of money off those high like signings.
Yeah.
Like Barry makes $500,000 just on autograph signings a year.
Sure.
But I think he missed the spotlight. Like Barry, he deserved the spotlight. Like, you're the best running back of all time, and they ran you out of town. That's not your fault. And I think he finally made peace with it and said, "I'm getting mine."
Well, he never wanted to be in the spotlight. He finally decided, hey, this ain't so bad after all.
Because it's all homage.
Yeah.
Like, it's paying homage.
Yeah.